The reason your AI generated code keep getting worse isn't your prompt. It is your context rot tolerance. Let me explain. When you start a brand new session with any AI tool, be it ChatGPT, Claude, it begins with a blank page. Everything is sharp, everything makes sense, it's giving you the right responses as you start. But as you keep on chatting, prompting, refining, iterating, that context grows. And once it gets too large, the model compacts the conversation so it can keep going. Think of it like this. A conversation that used to be 1 or 2 full pages gets compressed into just a few lines. Now here's the problem. Every time that compaction happens, important details get lost or simplified. The available memory for future context gets smaller. So the model is now trying to remember a compressed version of your past conversations, understand new instructions, and generate high quality code, all at the same time. And this keeps repeating, compaction after compaction. That's why over long session, the model starts to feel dumber. Not because it is, but because you are forcing it to operate with degraded contexts. So how do you fix this, you ask? This is a method I've been using for a couple of months and it's been working incredibly well. When you start a new AI session, especially for projects like architectural design, system design, or implementation of a feature, a library, whatever it might be, don't just ask it to start coding immediately. Instead, have it come up with a plan and write everything into a particular file. I usually call it something like implementation.md, or you can choose a preferred name you want. In that file, describe the project, define the architecture, break the work into clear phases, and set rules for how the AI should work. For example, it should work in phases because you don't want to do Big Bang. Never do Big Bang with AI. Always update this document whenever you complete a phase or whenever you implement a feature. Always follow a specific syntax or structure, or use types. Never use any, use bound over npm. Whatever pattern you have, put it into this document. Now, as you work with the AI, every completed phase, every pivot, every new discovery, you update the same .md file together. That document becomes the source of truth. Here is the powerful part. After 1 or 2 context compaction, or whenever the model starts sleeping, you simply start a new session. Ask the new AI on this session to read the existing implementation.md file. Have it understand what's already done, what's left to do, and the rules of the project. Then tell it where it should pick up from if you are currently working on a particular phase or you're starting a new phase. It can continue from there. You've effectively reset the context without losing the project. This massively reduces context rot because you are not relying on long chart history. You are anchoring the model to an external evolving spec. The AI always have clean, accurate understanding of the project. Although this bloats up the memory when you start a new session, this is a good trade-off because you rather have an AI with full context of what you're doing than one that barely understands what you're doing and is just guessing around. If you want to go even further, you can use multiple AI models on the same project. Have all of them read the same .md file, update it, agree or disagree on decision. It's more like having a second opinion when you're trying to do stuff. So you have Claude, you have Grok, you have ChatGPT, Codex, you have 3 of them trying to solve the same problem. You have the 3 of them coming together with idea on what should be done, and you have the final decider on what you should do. The document becomes a shared brain. If you want, I can make another video going deeper into this setup. Now, to be clear, this isn't the only way to solve context rot. There are more advanced approaches like retrieval augmented generation (RAG) or other tools that gives AI long-term memory. These usually work by storing context in a vector database, retrieving only what's relevant, and injecting it back into the prompt when needed. They are powerful, but they come with a real trade-off. More infrastructure, more moving parts, and more things to maintain. What I'm showing in this video is the simplest thing that works. For most developers, externalizing context into a living document solves 80% of the problem without introducing new complexity. And when you outgrow this approach, that's when RAG and memory systems start to make much sense for your setup. You don't need any of this to get real improvement yet, unless you've outgrown this method. I will leave links to this in the description if you want to explore further. But yeah, I hope this helps. This is one of the main ways I've been working with AI today, and I want to share it because it has made a huge difference for me in terms of development, and I hope it can do that for you too as well. If this was helpful, let me know. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. What are some things you're trying?